My name's Allison. I'm the Programs Outreach and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Book Browse Adults, the program where we bring the books to you. What we do during this program is I've picked out, I have 4 books today. I'm going to show you the covers, read you the inside flap summary, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to visit our website or call our phone line to put it on hold. The intent with this program is to help you browse titles that you might want to read without going into our building since we are still on restriction. So today, first up, I have by Jeff Abbott, Never Ask Me, a thriller. Each of us has a question we dread. In a quiet neighborhood in the wealthy Austin suburb of Lake Haven, the body of Danielle Roberts is discovered on a park bench. Danielle was a beloved member of the community, an adoption consultant who delivered the joy of parenthood to a number of local families. Her murder shocks Lake Haven. Perhaps no other family is as crushed as the Paulets, who lived 2 houses down from Danielle and thought of her almost as family. Her death becomes the catalyst for a maelstrom of suspicion and intrigue. You have been told a huge lie, an anonymous email charges the son Grant. No one can learn the truth now, thinks the father Kyle. Never ask me what I do to protect my family, resolves the wife Iris. I'll do whatever it takes to save him, vows the daughter Julia of Danielle's grieving teenage son. The Paulets always thought they'd be there for each other. When each begins to suspect the others of the unimaginable, the strength of their bonds will be tested in extraordinary new ways. The latest from New York Times bestselling author Jeff Abbott is his most suspenseful thriller yet. A riveting tale of the dangerous secrets one family has concealed, and what happens when the question each Paulet hoped they'd never be asked threatens to expose their darkest truths. Never Ask Me by Jeff Abbott. Next up today, we have Big Summer by Jennifer Weiner. The #1 New York Times bestselling author of the Nothing Short But Brilliant, Miss Everything, returns with an unforgettable novel about friendship and forgiveness set during a disastrous wedding on picturesque Cape Cod. 6 years after the fight that ended their friendship, Daphne Berg is shocked when Drew Kavanaugh walks back into her life, looking as lovely and successful as ever, with a massive favor to ask. Daphne hasn't spoken one word to Drew in all this time. She doesn't even follow her ex-best friend on social media. So when Drew asks her if she will be her maid of honor at the society wedding of the summer, Daphne is rightfully speechless. Drew was always the one who had everything, except the ability to hold on to friends. Meanwhile, Daphne is no longer the same self-effacing sidekick she was back in high school. She's built a life that she loves, including a growing career as a plus-size Instagram influencer. Letting in glamorous, seductive Drew is risky, but it comes with an invitation to spend a weekend in a waterfront Cape Cod mansion. When Drew begs and pleads and dangles the prospect of cute single guys, Daphne finds herself as powerless as ever to resist her friend's siren song. On a perfect summer night, as generations of Kavanaughs descend on the family beach in Cape Cod, the cute guy materializes and a family feud erupts. With rumors swirling about everything from a failing business to infidelity, it's clear why Drew wanted Daphne by her side. When Daphne wakes up the morning of the wedding to find that her crush has vanished and that something terrible has happened to her friend, it's up to her to dig deep into Drew's past, to unpeel the layers of illusion and discover the complicated truth of perfect Drew Kavanaugh. A sparkling novel about the complexities of female relationships, the pitfalls of living out loud and online, and the resilience of the human heart, Big Summer is a witty, moving story about family, friendship, and figuring out what matters most. Big Summer. It's actually on my coffee table at home waiting to be read. All right, next up we have Friends and Strangers by Courtney Sullivan. From the best-selling author of Maine and Saints for All Occasions, named one of the Washington Post's 10 best books of the year and a New York Times critic's pick, comes an insightful, hilarious, and compulsively readable novel about a complicated friendship between 2 women who are at 2 very different stages in life. Elizabeth, an accomplished journalist and a new mother, is struggling to adjust to life in a small town after 20 years in New York City. A job opportunity for her husband and the chance to live closer to his financially struggling parents convinced Elizabeth to move. But alone in the new house with their infant son all day and awake with him much of the night, she feels uneasy, adrift. She neglects her work, losing untold hours to her Brooklyn Moms Facebook group, her influencer sister's Instagram feed, and text chains with the best friend she never sees anymore. Enter Sam, a senior at the local women's college who is hired by Elizabeth to babysit. Sam is struggling to decide between the path she's always planned on and a romantic entanglement that threatens her ambition. She's worried about her student loan debt and what the future holds. In short order, Sam and Elizabeth grow close. Sam becomes Elizabeth's confidant, a repository for all the secrets Elizabeth is too ashamed to tell even her husband. Elizabeth, in turn, offers guidance. But when Sam finds an unlikely kindred spirit in Elizabeth's father-in-law, the true differences between the women's lives are starkly revealed, and a betrayal has devastating consequences. A masterly exploration of modern motherhood, power dynamics within friendships, and privilege in its many forms, Friends and Strangers brilliantly reveals how a single year can shape the course of a life. Friends and Strangers. And our last book today is Utopia Avenue by David Mitchell. The long-awaited new novel from the best-selling prize-winning author of Cloud Atlas and the Bone Clocks. Utopia Avenue is the strangest British band you've never heard of. Emerging from London's psychedelic scene in 1967 and fronted by folk singer Elf Holloway, blues bassist Dean Moss, and guitar virtuoso Jasper DeZote, Utopia Avenue embarked on a meteoric journey from the seedy clubs of Soho to a TV debut on Top of the Pops, the cusp of chart success, glory in Amsterdam, prison in Rome, and a fateful American sojourn in the Chelsea Hotel, Laurel Canyon, and San Francisco during the autumn of 1968. David Mitchell's kaleidoscopic novel tells the story of Utopia Avenue's turbulent life and times, of fame's Faustian pact and stardom's wobbly ladder, of the families we choose and the ones we don't, of voices in the head and the truths and lies they whisper, of music, madness, and idealism. Can we really change the world, or does the world change us? Utopia Avenue. And that's all the titles that I brought today. So if you saw something that you like and caught your eye, you can visit our website, www.emcfl.org, or you can call our phone line, 831-883-7555, and a staff member will help you put it on hold. Make sure to check out our other episodes of Book Browse Adults for titles you might want to check out, and we will see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.